all the thing we talked about, someone to just ask random question for him to show us quickly.
Okay. Hello. Hello, Mr. Shadrach.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, please place a sell order on crash 500 index and modify your stop loss.
Okay, that's awesome.
All right.
A sell order and modify your stop loss.
No money inside.
Okay, are you using live for them?
Yeah, this is live.
Okay, switch it to demo, please.
All right. You. Yeah. Step. Crash 500, right?
Yeah, crash 500.
Yes, please.
All right. Then
Sell.
so
Okay. Your fund. Okay, let's go to binary.com. Let me help you to reload your demo account quickly.
all right.
Yeah, just click on it. It came.
Okay.
No, the binary.com is wrong. Binary.com.
Yeah, binary.c.
Yeah, so binary.com.
All right.
Okay, so let's just do that needful. Please accept the terms and conditions. All right, so now, yeah, click on that. All right, so no, scroll up.
Up. Okay.
Click on the menu button. The three buttons on the right. Under trade, press on that arrow. Trade. Okay, MetaTrader 5. So select your demo account. Now scroll up. Click on the Real Financials 161. You don't have a demo account here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can just create your demo account.
Okay. Look as if.
And just click on okay, demo. Synthetic. Yeah, it's there. Okay, go back please, cancel.
I should cancel the demo.
Yeah, so go to the top, let me see. Okay, click to the menu. MetaTrader 5.
Yeah.
No, go back. I want us to go to the main page.
Okay. So still on
Just,
MetaTrader 5.
Just click on the logo, the RIV logo there. No, just leave here and click on the RIV logo.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So click on the real financial. Let me see. Click on synthetic. That's demo, right?
Yeah, this demo.
Okay. So scroll down. Click on manage fund.
Manage fund.
Get $10,000. Click on
Okay.
it. All right. Now take this account number and log in.
All right.
Yeah, you can just copy it so that it will be fast. All right. So go to your MetaTrader. Click on the menu. Add account. Area limited. Type your password. Then the server should be demo.
This is the
Authorization failed because you choose the wrong server. When you are logging in, the position for server, you must always be conscious of it. So the server should be derive demo. Okay, so probably you forget your password.
I'm just going to find out to see if that is the right password.
Okay.
So somebody with a laptop.
Yeah,
Okay, so
we can use my phone.
Something so that I'll
okay, we have alternative phone. Okay, who is that, please?
Mr.
Yeah.
Kofi.
Mr. Kofi. Okay, so
Kofi
Mr.
Agani.
Kofi. All right.
Kofi Ketu.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Kofi, you can share a screen.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Let's take it from there. All right, so you can continue, please. I think the
Okay,
question
so
was sell crash 500 and modify position.
okay, so crash 500. I think I have just the index. So let me check out for.
Yeah, I think it's crash 500 index.
Okay.
This is iPhone. So
Yes, please.
the version is a little bit different from the Android, just for clarification's sake.
Okay.
All right.
So a sell order, right?
Yes, and a market execution sell.
Okay. And then so I want to check my chart first, and then see where I'll get my
Okay.
stop loss at. Okay, maybe I'll go for 7882.
Okay, as your TP.
Yeah. My TP is already set, so.
Okay. All right. So randomly, the one who asked the question,
Asked.
Okay, you
asked.
asked. So you answered
Yes,
yourself.
Yes.
Okay, now he's now on the floor. So ask him anything about MetaTrader 5 platform.
Hey.
So he'll do it for you.
I wanted to see something first. 7861. The modified position. Okay. So I already have a how do you call it? Is it a sell stop? No, a sell or a buy limit. I already have a buy limit on the same page, so I don't know if this one can, if I can modify. I don't know if it's possible. It's a sell order, so it's not picking. Mr. Mark. Hello.
Yeah,
I
hello.
think he's okay.
Yeah, I'm unable to. I think I don't know why they.
Okay, so we have a sell order. So your take profit will be down, below your entry price, and your stop loss will be above. So try giving Excel to 8028 and let's see.
Okay.
8028.
28.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it work?
Yes, it's work.
Okay, so modify it.
Okay.
And give a TP. Let's go to the charts and then.
Okay.
TP should be somewhere 7902.
7902.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay, modify.
Okay.
All right. So who can explain why the first one was not taken? Who can explain? Randomly.
I can explain myself.
Okay, explain yourself.
I think I was picking figures that were actually, instead of the TP, I was using instead of the SL, I was using TP. The value, since it's a sell, the value has to be, the stop loss has to be on top or above the selling price.
Yeah.
And then the take profit has to be below the entry price. So I think that was the error I did.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Who else can explain or remodify that explanation for us? Somebody should say it in tree. Let me see.
Oh, Mr. Treeman, where is he? He should come.
Mr. Happy.
Mr. Treeman, come and talk.
Okay. All right, so let's ask another question. Let's ask a random question.
Okay, I'm back again. I was having some network challenge.
Okay, welcome from commercial break.
Okay, so please, what's the maximum allowable distance for the stop loss or the take profit?
Okay, so someone should answer that question. Today I'm a student.
What I will say is that sometimes before you enter into a trade, you need to know that what is likely that when there is a loss, you should be able to lose, or the amount that you should be able to lose within a trade. And also, by doing so, you should know the size of your equity. Let's say you have an equity of just $10, and you are saying that I want to lose $5, and you set your stop loss to lose $5. It means that you have lost about 50% of your money. So
Okay.
it is something. Hello.
Yeah, we are listening.
Yeah. So it is something that you have to calculate it. That maybe if you have $100 in your account, at least you should be able to lose at least 5%. If 5%, then it means that it is $5. Then you check, then you set your stop loss to that amount. That is
Okay.
Is it clear to the one who asked the question?
yes.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to know the number of pips.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once the spread, the asset is determined, the next peep after the spread can be taken into consideration. So for example, let's say step index. Step index moves a step. So a peep of a spread of step index is always 1. So as the step in the peep is 1, it means that when you enter a trade, you can even set 1 step take profit and 1 step stop loss. It will work for you. So it also depends on the point value of the asset you are trading. For example, when you are using boom and crash, take profit is based on 1 minute, but stop loss with the trend, stop loss is based on where the spikes or the opposite pressure ends. So that means that if you put your stop loss at, let's say you sold, and then you put your stop loss at 332.6, and then the spike happened and end at 9341.6, that is where market was stop your losses. The value at that price will be taken into consideration. But let's say you buy, or you're doing the opposite reaction, and then you put a take profit at 9332.6, and the spike happened longer, even though it will close your trade at 9332. But once, as far as the spike end at 9341.6, it will give you the profit at 9341.6. So it all depends on the assets you are trading, then the rules governing that asset at that particular moment with the spread of the asset.
Okay. Thank you.
Please, are we clear?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
These basic things actually the most important thing as far as trading is concerned. So someone should ask randomly. Okay, I want Mr. Samuel to help us plot a trend line on crash 1000.
He said he should do what?
You should help us spot a trend line on crash 1000.
Okay.
I mean, since you people don't want to ask, I will ask on your behalf.
Okay, no problem. And the trend line, is it going to be support or resistance?
Any of them.
Or any?
Based on what he spots or what you guys spot.
I think he's having problem with the network.
Yes, it's delaying loading. Okay, so he's done. Okay. Switch to phone. What do you want me to spot?
1 minute.
We want to spot support trend line. We want to draw a trend line on crash 1000. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I would say, let me go to 5 minutes or 15 minutes. What time frame should I use?
Please, 4 hours.
Okay, 4 hours. All right, so I'm trying to turn the phone landscape. I'm turning the phone landscape. So probably how we get the tools, the shape tool is the one after below the F. So the one that have the triangle, the rectangle, and the circle, like, is the shape tool. Now, if the phone is turned horizontal or the vertical, you press on the chart, you take the shape, then you take the trend line. Let me just clear all. Okay. So on 4 hour, I want to draw a trend line. I'll press on the chart, take the shape tool, click on the trend line, and then draw this. Then I draw it based on So that is how we draw trend line or potential trend line. So if, let me zoom out a little. So when we zoom out a little, I can still come back here. Then spot another trend line here. So that is how to get the tools and draw your trend line. Who else? Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. So the next question.
Question from you or we asking you?
The same way we were doing it.
Ah, okay.
Someone should guide us to add a moving average to the chart.
Anyone at all?
Yeah, random. Those who didn't speak. Those who didn't speak.
Okay.
Then I'll speak.
Okay.
Go ahead.
We go to the F.
Okay.
We click on the moving average.
Okay, wait. Let's assume there is none.
None over there.
Okay, so we are starting.
Okay. We go to F.
Okay.
Then we select moving average.
Okay.
Yeah. We are going to, but already you have taken mine. Period 200 exponential, then the peso should be at least 3 or 4.
Okay.
And the color, make it blue.
I should make it blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we go to done.
Done. Okay.
All right. Then only one, or we should add another one.
Okay, one is okay. Someone else should show us how we can add Ichimoku Kinkohu indicator to the chart.
Sir, please hold on. I have a question.
Okay.
At the moving averages, why is it always that we choose the shift value as 0? Why?
Okay.
Why is it?
We have yes, there's depend on the technical analysis you are doing and the purpose and reason why you need the indicator or the moving average. So there are some indicators that I use negative shift 3. I use negative 1 for a reason. So if you don't need any of those reasons, then that value have to be 0.
Oh, okay. So assuming I pick negative 1, what does that mean?
Yes, so when you pick negative 1, the shift will be delaying negative 1. If you use positive 1, it will be a little bit ahead. So just the negative is a delay, the positive is ahead. That's how it's going to be. So if it is 0,
okay.
it is normally.
Okay, thank you.
What I'll ask is that, as you are saying that the moment you choose negative, it will be delaying. Then if I decide to choose 2, then it means that it will be fast. It will be fast. The more the figure increases, the more it becomes faster.
Depending on the analysis you want to conform it with.
Okay.
So for instance, when we come to wealthy going strategy, there is a moving average we add to the MACD that will determine the crossing effect of the strategy. That actually have a shift negative rate. confirm your entry, to validate your entry for you, something like that. Is that clear?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
It's clear.
Yes.
It seems we only have 2 people in the class today.
Sir,
let's say,
I want to ask a
Yes.
question.
okay, ask.
Sir, please, what do we need a moving average for?
Moving average helps you know the trend of the market. And for example, 200 moving average is giving you 200 total periods or candles within a certain period of time. It's picking it from the 200 previous candles, telling you what will happen next in the market. So if you are using 50 moving average, it is giving you 50 period of candles.
That has been
All right.
appeared on your screen or what?
50 candles. For instance, should you have counts all these candles from where the moving average is coming from, it may be up to 200.
Okay.
Okay.
So it is analyzing based on that number of candles for you.
Okay.
To let you know the next movement of the possible next movement of the market.
Okay.
So which means that the next move, the next moving average, the candle is going to be this 200.
No,
this is
it is
already 200.
It's already 200. So for example, if let's say you have 200 periods in, and then the next one candle that will form, one candle will be loose from the 200. So always is basing on 200. So the next one candle that will form, which supposed to be 201, will make it 200. That means that one old candle will be out of the equation.
Okay.
Mr. Mark,
Yes, sir.
I have another question.
Okay.
So in that case, after choosing the first one, 200 moving average, that one, choosing that one for the first one, then deciding to add another moving average, let's say 80. So in that case, the 200 will be longer than that of the 80, right?
Yes. For instance, you say 80, right?
Yeah, 80.
So let's add 80. So I'm adding 80. So we'll see what will happen. So which color should we give 80?
80, let's say red.
Red.
Yeah.
So you see what happened?
Yeah.
Now, somebody should mention another number, another value. Let's add and you see something.
And let's add
50.
Let's 40. Add 50, 40, 50, 40. So someone say 50. Which color are we giving to 50?
Let's say yellow.
Okay, yellow. Okay, which color are we giving to 40? Which color are we giving to 40? Brown. Brown. Okay, I don't have brown, but let me use this color. 40, right? The 40 is the brown, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, are we seeing the differences?
Yeah.
Okay. Who have any number?
Why is it like?
Yeah, why is it that?
Why is it that the more you reduce the numbers, the longer the moving average becomes?
Okay, the moving average is not becoming longer, but For instance, when you use, let's say, moving average 4, the length, the closeness of the moving average to the chart is higher than 50. So let's say 250. The 50 is the yellow line, right? And the 200 is the blue line. So it's just like you want to go to Dubai. So the Dubai you wanted to go, the route to Dubai is the blue line, which is the 200 moving average. That's the normal route to Dubai. But maybe you pick the flight and the flight decide to do transit. So the ability of the transit zones the flight is going to do is the 50 moving average. Then maybe the 40 moving average or the smaller moving average as the path in which the transit is going to go. Let me take another example. You are traveling from Accra to Kumasi, which is the main moving average 200. That means the general trend is that you are going to Kumasi.
Yeah.
But you decided to pass through Koforidua. You decided to pass through Cape Coast. You decided to pass through other way out before you get to. So the moving average, some gives you the general trend of the market, and some gives you the path and the movement, the layout of the moving the trend of the market, the layout. For example, let's add the moving average 9. Let's add 9, 9, 9, 9. What is 9? So let's add 9. So let's use which color? Let's use ladies' color because the ladies are not talking. So let's use their color. See if they will talk. Now, what happened? Where did you see the moving average 9?
It is in the candle.
It's in the candle. So at this point, that moving average 9 is just like the path in which the corner on the road, the curves on the road, the sharp curves on the road before you get to Kumasi, the speed ramps on the road. Now the moving average 9 is displaying all those things for you.
Oh, okay.
But the moving average 200 is just that the road to Kumasi is this. But it didn't. Okay, on Kumasi Road, you have to slow down at this level. You have to reduce the speed. You have to climb the speed ramp. All those things is a smaller moving averages that tells you.
Okay. So when we look at the chart, you can see that any change of direction is being indicated by the moving average 9.
Exactly.
Any little change.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me make it clearer. So any little change is being directed, but at the end of the day, it is a downtrend.
Yeah. So it means that the blue one will give you the summary of it, but this one later go into details for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And those who know how to use these moving averages, they never have problem with market direction.
Okay.
And it works on all time frames. Hello.
Yeah. Let me ask you another question. So the choice of your moving average, does it depend on the type of asset that you are trading or the currency that you are trading with, or any currency or any asset at all?
Okay. Yes, it depends on the currency. No, all currencies. Based on the strategy you are using. For example, I use 4 moving averages. I use the 4 EMA. I use the 9 EMA, I use the 50 EMA, and I use the 200 EMA. The 50 EMA and the 200 EMA tells me the trend and the path of the market. The 50 EMA also gives me what we call dynamic support and resistance. It also let me know the potential rejection, briefing, impulsive, and correction of the market. So maybe I master how to trade 50 moving average. Someone also master to trade 20 moving average. So the results will be different.
Okay.
Are we getting the whole concept, Madam Fosti? Are you getting the concept? Chino, are you getting the concept, Madam Dorcas, Mr. Kenneth, Mamata, Melvin, Osikani? Are we getting the concept?
Yeah, please. I'm getting the concept.
Yes, please. I want to ask a question
Ask
from
me a
that.
question. Mr. Sam,
Okay,
wait.
so yeah,
Mr.
so
Sam,
this one, I've realized it's a downtrend. So
okay.
it looks like there's going to be an uptrend. Let's say
Yeah.
with looking at the candlestick, but looking at the moving average, how does it tell you the next, let's say the next order to enter, whether to go for a buy or to go for a sell?
Let me give you an example quickly. Then we are getting to the meaning of wealthy brain strategy. Okay, then 4. This is where moving or setups make sense. This is where setups make sense. Okay, so let me zoom out a little. Now, when I zoom out, you realize that the white and the orange moving averages have already crossed themselves. Let me zoom out a little again. Now, you realize that, let me get it from you. A moment, please. A moment, please. So you realize that at this point here, the moving averages crosses each other here.
Yes, please.
So this moving average, they give you the entry faster. So you would have already been in a buy already. So depending on the weight of the moving average you are using goes with how fast you will enter the market. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I understand.
Even though I'm using 50, I'm using 200 at the top there, I still have the smaller 2. That will tell me potential entry. So if I'm using the 9 and the 4, I will enter my trade here. So I would already be in profit. But if you are using the 80 moving average, then it is now that you are entering the market. If you are using the 40 moving average, that means you would have entered a little bit after the 9 and the 4. If you are using the 50 moving average, that means you would have crossed, you already be in the trade. I don't know if you are getting the concept. Yes. So the type of moving average you are using determines your entry level in the market. Let me break it down to 1 hour time frame. So if you're using 1 hour time frame, your entry will be here for the lowest moving average. But at this point, this is the 200 moving average, which is the blue line here. And this is the 50 moving average is the yellow, and the 40 moving average is here. So as at now, price has broken all the moving averages that confirm the change in direction of the market for you. Hello.
Yes.
So,
Okay,
sir,
sir.
Yeah, let's.
I want to ask a question.
Okay, ask.
So that means that when you are using 2 or 3 moving averages, whenever
Mhm.
they crosses, either you enter into the market by selling or buying.
Exactly. Based on, so the moving averages give you a confluence. Maybe a candlestick will give you another confluence. For example, if you are using candlestick, you would have from the bottom here, from here, these are rejections. So after this rejection, ideally you should have entered your buy here. So now let's say you enter this buy and then there's this rejection. You might be wondering, hey, will market buy? Okay, let me wait for 1 or 2 candles and see. Then the moving average is confirmed to you at this level that, okay, we are changing direction. Then they now change the direction and finally it broke the 200 moving average at this level, which take it from. So if you are a 200 moving average trader, it means that you would have entered your trade on this candle, on the candle that
Okay.
broke 200 moving average. But if you are a moving average 9, 4 and 9 trader, you would have already entered the trade from the bottom. You enter the trade from this level.
Because
And
they crosses
they crosses earlier.
just over. Yeah.
Now, when you're using if you're using exponential moving averages, the result is also different from simple moving averages. And the results are also different from linear weighted moving averages. Then the result is still different from smooth moving averages.
Oh.
So
So,
say,
Ah,
yes,
is
yes.
it always work like that or sometimes it fails?
Moving averages don't fail. The only thing is there's some times where we have what we call lagging in the market. But per my analysis, that is why we go with confluence. Now, when you look at this, you'll be seeing some patterns forming already. Then candlestick formation happen here. All this area candlestick formation happen here. So price action traders, candlestick trader would have entered the market on this candle. And then you, the moving average trader, would have entered from this level. There are also points where you, the moving average trader, you will get the entry earlier. Now, the moving average trader, if he enters on 5-minute time frame, he will get a better entry before the 1 hour time frame people. Now let's look at it from that angle. Let's go to 5 minutes. Okay, so on 5 minutes, you realize that market has already started below. So probably you would have got a good entry already before. So it depends on the time frame you are trading, your style of trading and all those things. So when you're looking at 15 minutes, the confirmation was faster here. So we have a W here. This is a retest. This is a W, a retest. Before even the retest, your moving average has given you the access to enter already. Are you getting the whole concept?
Yes.
Yeah.
So say, I am coming again. So how many moving averages do you have to use?
It depends. It depends on your style of trading. Like I said, some people say that they want their chart to be clean like water. Some of us, even if we are not seeing and money is coming, we are okay. The reason why is that we are only looking for a confirmation. That's the only thing. What are you looking for? A confirmation. So whatever you put on the chart after your technical analysis to validate your setup, to tell you that, okay, your entry is right. That is what you're looking for. So if you are okay, if you study 2 moving averages and you master them, automatically that can guide your decision. So you just have to know your color coding. For instance, my students know that moving average 50 is white, and we use 3 to 4 pixels. My students also know that moving average, 200 is white and 3 to 4 pixels. They also know that moving average 50 is purple color. So if I'm teaching them and I said moving average or the 50 or the purple color, they know I'm talking about moving average 50. If I mention blue or orange moving average, they know I'm talking about 9 and 4 moving average. So decision making becomes easy. So you must also know your moving averages color. Now let's say you are trading boom and crash. Where are your moving average? So the first moving average that was broken is the 200 EMA. It broke faster. Then, which means the market is now a major uptrend. Now, the next moving average that was broken again is the 50 and is the 9 and the 4 moving average. Now, this 9 and 4 moving average finally broke the 80. Now, it's not talking about the opposite. It's not talking about the opposite. First, the 200 was up, then the 80 came, then the 50, then the 40, and the smaller ones. But at this point now, the major trend of the market, the 50 is now, the 200 is below, the 80 come, the 50 come, and the 40 come. That is telling you that this is now an uptrend. Now, how do you get your entry? You get your entry right at this level. And then they are riding with it for a very long time. Oh my goodness. So apart from price action, if you know how to use your indicators very well, you're going to make a lot of money, right?
Okay.
I want the women to ask questions. They should also say some. Hello, ladies. Oh, right. The men are taking over. It's not good. What men can do, women do it better.
They claim that they can do it better.
They didn't claim it's natural. Anything you give to a woman, she multiplies it for you.
Depends on
Yes.
They claim that they can do it better.
They didn't claim. I'm supporting them.
Then let them talk. Then talk and let's go.
Women, talk and let's go, Sha. Find them.
Even the yes that came, it was Kofi who said yes in the tone of women. They did not even respond.
So we now have CIAs here.
I was looking at it. He was the one who made that. I look as if it was a lady's tone. Nobody was able to talk.
Okay, so why are you now on them?
They don't want to talk.
Okay,
Over there.
talk to me.
Quite consistent to the report of
Madam Foster, talk to me.
which indicated the moisture.
Messi Ada.
You are sleeping. You say you are sleeping.
Madam Fosti, you want to sleep?
Yes.
Okay, so Madam Doctor.
So it means that everything is over the bar.
Moisture content is of beneficial.
Mr. Mark,
Yes, sir.
this one, sorry. Since you mentioned, I don't if you are done with the moving average, if you are done. Since you mentioned the Ichimoku something something. I don't know if you can explain that one too for us to see.
Okay. All right. Today I promised myself that 10:30 we are going.
Okay.
So Aikimoku Kinko. Somebody should tell us how we add Aikimoku.
Basically the same step.
Yeah, I
what
think you
is
click on the F. You click on the F.
I'll click on the F.
Yes.
Okay, so F.
And
Aikimoku
then
is
Achimoku Kinko HYO is under the trend.
yes.
Yes. The rest, unless you.
Okay, so what happened is that this is a trend indicator. This is a trend indicator. So we now have parameters. Now, the parameter you use determines the result you get. Now, when you launch your Ichimoku, the parameter is different. So mine, the Tenkan Sen is Tenkan Sen, but then it is not a language. So however you call it, nobody will laugh at you. Kijun Sen. You have circle span B. Then we have the styles. So with the styles, we have the Tenkan Sen, which is yellow. Is that yellow? Probably. Kijun Sen is royal blue. That is per my class and per my color codings. Okay. We have the up Kumo, which is green. The down Kumo, which is red. Then the Chiku span, which is more or less like okay. So we add it. So let me change it to 15 minutes or 30-minute time frame. Okay, so for instance, if you are trading with Ichimoku, there are certain rules that guide it. Now, the blue like is the Kijun, the white like is the Chiku span, then the dash red and green is the cloud. Now, those ones tells you the direction of the market. Now, when we say direction of the market, it's all about where market is coming from and where market is going. Now, when you look at, for instance, if I'm trading this asset, if I am trading this asset, when I even get the entry from where market is beginning from with candlestick patterns, my first take profit will be at 8737 because of Kijun. Kijun mostly and sometimes reject price. Now let me do something. Let me add 50 EMA to it for you guys to see something. So I'm adding 50 EMA. I'm using my normal color, purple. So when you look at it, they mostly go hand in hand. The Kijun and the Tenkan, they mostly go hand in hand. Now, when I say they go hand in hand, it means that they have something in common. So as
the Tenkan is the yellow one or the blue one?
The blue one. The Tenkan is the blue one. And then the yellow is the Tenkan is yellow. Kijun is blue. Sorry.
Yeah, vice versa.
Yeah. Tenkan is yellow. Kijun is blue.
Please, Mr. Mark.
Yes.
I want you to go back to it so that I'll take a screenshot of it.
Oh, we will look at this. These are just a question and answer.
No, not here. Not here. The F where you selected the Achimoku.
Yes, we'll get back to you, so don't worry.
Okay.
Now, when you are using it to trade boom and crash, your mistake levels will be lower. For example, when, for instance, this trend here, if you add the moving average line, you will get your entry somewhere here. Then you'll be targeting that market may reject at 1240. But then once price broke the Kijun, now when price will break Kijun, you will know. When price will break Kijun, you will know. Because the way the Kijun, like as it dropped down and then finally form up, you will be able to see the formation and the shapes of it to know that, okay, these assets will not be rejected or not. So at this point here, if I add my moving average 9, I'll get my entry somewhere this level. So if I want to be in a safe trade, then I'll take profit before it gets to the Kijun because of the way it is straight. So all these things I think we are coming to look at when we start going into deeply of the whole world brain strategy, where we'll add the MACD, we'll add the RSI, and all those.
Did you learn those things, the prepositions and those things? What do people learn the prepositions? I just need the water. I don't need drinks.
Please, do you understand?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes.
A summary question, then we call it a night. Today, I won't go beyond 10:30. Any other question quickly?